Hello everyone and welcome back to another video. Today we're going to be looking at something really special, the current top 1 level. It's been the top 1 for a while now. Acheron. Acheron was the majorial consensus of how to pronounce the level. I'm sure I'm flashing these on the screen right now. Literally like 100 comments. Some of them different, by the way. Make up your mind on how to pronounce this level. I'm gonna go with Acheron because that was what 95% of them said. I had a dude say Acheron. I had a dude literally just say Acheron. Like that was any help. Thanks a lot. Anyways, I'm gonna be going over Acheron today as a top 1 level. Is it a good top 1 level? My short answer is yes, but it's not that simple, of course. You have top 1 levels like Slaughterhouse. I mean, Slaughterhouse is like an S tier top 1 level. It's just so intimidating. It's ferocious. It's scary, you know? It's fast, it's quick. It looks hard. It looks impossible. But then you got Acheron. It's a totally different monster. Okay, it doesn't have the pure unbridled intensity that the other top one that a lot of top ones have, like Slaughterhouse. No, Acheron has something a little different. I call it style. Acheron has just a style. It's a little more nuanced than like Slaughterhouse or shoot. That's literally the only level I can think of. I'm pulling up this list on my phone. When you think what makes a good top 1, it's what belongs in the top spot. You know, what kind of emotions belong in the top spot? It's fear. It's like fear and intensity. That's what belongs in the top spot. And we've had many levels that didn't have that at all. Like Zodiac, for example. Zodiac is a good level. I'm not saying it's not a good level, but I thought it was kind of lame that it was in the top 1 spot. You know what I'm saying? Like it didn't feel like a top 1 level. I think that's why a lot of people liked it up there because it didn't like it was approachable, you know. But I don't want that. I don't like that being the top 1. I want the top 1 to feel impossible. But yeah, Acheron does something a little different that I haven't seen in a top 1. It's got something I call style. It's got nuance. Let's take a look. I just have to avoid any troubles with any monetization. I've recorded a screen recording of me completing an auto level by this guy right here on the screen. Let's just take a look at this. I'm gonna turn this down. Um, okay, so yeah, it's just it's just kind of groovy, you know. The song's groovy, and you got all these like glitch effects and stuff. And there's something about like this beginning that it's like these cube movements. They're so quick and jerky around and stuff, and you're like going through objects and stuff. I can't even tell like really what's going on. Uh, of course, the first jump is like impossible, but like the music seems on point throughout this level. By the way, that's something I'm gonna get to later. But yeah, like going through this block right here. I mean, that's cool, you know? I like it when the gameplay is like a little bit mysterious, you know? I like it when the gameplay is mysterious in top 1 level, like jumping through blocks, you know? It's like a little bit like all the question marks and stuff, like what's going to happen next. I like that. I like it. I think it has something cooking here. And then, man, the drop is so groovy. And you could just tell, like, this is some hard stuff. When you're looking at this from like a non-skill point of view, like if you're a new player coming to the community, and if you're looking closely, you can see how tight these gaps are. But the thing about Acheron is it doesn't look as hard as Slaughterhouse. Like for example, when I showed one of my friends who doesn't play Geometry Dash, I showed them a video of Slaughterhouse and I showed them a video of Akron, and I was like, okay, which is harder? They were obviously saying they're like obviously Slaughterhouse, you know, because you can see how hard that is. But um, Acheron doesn't have that unless you look really close and you can see just like how tight these gaps are. But the music syncs like it's a little more subtle. It's a little more nuanced. You're dancing back and forth, to this little dubstep song we got going here. When I first saw Acheron and it was verified, it was like gonna be top one. Which it wasn't placed top one at first, but like when it was first top one, I was looking at it, I'm like, this does not look like a good top one. Like I wasn't feeling it. But the more I watch it, the more of the nuances I see behind this level, and it's just groovy. I like you're just going through blocks and stuff, and the wave sections they're so on point on the music sync. A lot of times waves they get lost in the sauce. But this level makes sure that they are perfectly synced to the music in every part. Like you got like, look, what kind of sync is that? It's crazy. I mean, even the ship hitting those orbs is crazy. And this is just the first half of the level, by the way. And I understand that this is Riot said in his video, in like one of like the pinned comment, that this isn't supposed to be a direct sequel or remake of Tartarus, or it's not supposed to be a remake of Tartarus. But I like the similarities between this and Tartarus. It's like a different spin on it. Like you got these orb things, you got these, but it's a totally different level. Like you got these ship parts. It's all very similar in structure and stuff. But I've always appreciated how somehow similar the levels look and how different they are at the same time. Just the general style. It kind of looks a little 1.9 esque, and I think Acheron really just it makes it's clean. Everything about those levels is clean. There's no like messy parts or anything. It's just consistent, and that's something I like about it too. Just how consistent this level is, and then we get to like the halfway point. This is when the level gets really cool. You got like these crazy tough sections here, and you slow down for a second, and then the song just like goes into this extra beat, like it starts changing and the level changes with it, and boy, it's just really well synced. I love how the ship parts go with like the little saw blade sounds, and the dubstep. It's like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just a bob. I'm like watching this level and I'm bobbing my head. And partially that's due to the song, but as you know, I'm a real advocate for including the song selection and how good the level is. It's very important. It's a music synced platforming game. And I think the song works really well here. And especially because it's a song that's like been used a lot, in like a lot of very easy demons, and a song that's been just generally like used so much. It's a very popular song. It's very refreshing to see this in like a top one context of like supposed to be like really intimidating looking. And I didn't know this song had this capability. It's kind of like how in my firework intimidation video I talked about how you the song is usually was used in like nine circles levels, and you're used to seeing it in a different context. But when you see it in a level like firework, it's very refreshing to see. It's the same kind of way with this level. I played like a medium demon a long time ago that had this song, and it's very interesting to see this as the top dog right now. Yeah, and I think it's because you look at Slaughterhouse, and like when the drop hits in Slaughterhouse, your wave's going across the whole screen. I mean, you're using every pixel space. But this Acheron, it's like you're just staying in the middle, and just it's like a little wave, like you're barely moving from the middle of the screen. Watch this. It's very nuanced. And I like it a lot. It gives it just a different feel than a lot of extreme demons. It's not trying to look like impossible. It's not trying to be intimidating by its just the pure raw difficulty. It's trying to be. It takes its difficulty with style. I don't know how fun it is, guys. Okay, I've heard people say that this level is not very fun because it's just very stressful, and like a lot of the wave sections are just like downright impossible. But like this is not a review on the gameplay because obviously I can't make it past 2%. You know, I can't make it past 2%. There's no way I can tell you whether this is fun or not. But I think also you got to keep in mind that it's when it's this hard, it's probably not going to be fun. It's probably going to be really stressful, right? Anyways, my conclusion, it's different, okay? It hits different. It's like comparing let me think. So it's like this is like Slaughterhouse and all that kind of top one. That's like a Dr Pepper, okay? Dr Pepper. It's good. You know, you can just eat slurp that up, you know. It's sweet, it's flavorful, it's you know, when it's cold, it's good. You know, it's like it's a really banger top one. But when you get to Acheron, it's not like a Dr Pepper, okay? It's not just the generic the home favorite, you know. This is more like a McDonald's Sprite. I mean, this level is just fresh, you know. It's not too bold. It's not crazy, but like it still tastes good. It doesn't taste as good as the Dr Pepper, but it's more crisp. It's clean, and it quenches your thirst. You know, and I think there's something to that. And I would like to see more levels like a Sprite rather than a Dr Pepper in the future. I would like to see both actually. Even just like the movements, they're so crisp. They're so defined. It's it's very nice to see. And this level has done nothing but grown on me lately because when it first came out, like I said, I wasn't messing with it too much. It wasn't that impressive to me. But like there's so many subtle details even in the decoration stuff. It just makes it feel overall very clean uh, and just groovy and crisp. That's how I describe this level. Out of 10, I'm giving this thing like a 7.5, I think. I'm giving this thing a 7.5 out of 10 as far as overall like level placement and style and stuff. Just simply because it's just like 7.5, don't get me wrong. It's a that's a good score. It's not the best. It's not my favorite level, but 7.5, you know, I think that encompasses what I think about this level. A 7.5 out of 10. Consider this out of 10 scale. Consider it like the Josh rating scale for how much he likes the level. Not even just an objective opinion. This is like a very subjective opinion. Like what is my opinion on the level? 7.5 out of 10. That's what I'm thinking. And I would like to do this on more levels in the future, especially levels on the demon list. So if y'all have any suggestions on like any other review type videos on other levels that you want me to do, just punch them in the comments below. I'm going to look at the comments. I do look at the comments. And I'm going to take your suggestions and use them. So if you want me to do a level review on Slaughterhouse or I've already kind of done a video on Firework, but it was like a more formal video. I'd like to do something like this here. I would like to do Limbo. I'd like to do Limbo or like the Hallucination. These are like, give me some cool levels to like do my other videos on. Maybe videos like this in the future. Tell me what you think about it. Um, don't forget to subscribe. Anyway, that's pretty much all I had to say about it. I'll see you guys later.